Hello students, today we are going to start with the class, the last lecture of this chapter, your geography, that is of your geography, drainage. In today's class we are going to start with the peninsular rivers of India, and this one is the last topic of your chapter. The peninsular rivers of India are categorized basically into the 6 rivers: Narmada river, Tapi river, Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. You people have heard about these rivers earlier. Students, if I am saying that define peninsular river, so or you can say the features of peninsular river, it is quite important, students. So we can say that the rivers are basically depend on rainfall for their flow. Their courses are shorter, not having too much high and low courses. It means the shallower. Main divide, or you can say the main water divide, are Central Highlands and Western Ghats. Basically the origins of these rivers are Central Highlands and Western Ghats. Main river in terms of peninsular rivers, and you people have to learn the features in this chapter: Narmada, Tapi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, Mahanadi. Students, Narmada and Tapi, it flows westwards towards Arabian Sea, and other flows eastwards, and the final destination is Bay of Bengal. Students, the drainage basin of peninsular rivers are comparatively smaller in size when we are comparing it to perennial rivers, or you can say the Himalayan rivers. Student, there is a question, the question arises that write down the features of Narmada basin. So you have to go through with the features of Narmada basin in terms of its origin, its destination, length, tributaries. Here if we are talking about the Narmada basin, one of the important peninsular river, origin is Amarkantak hill in Madhya Pradesh. Its destination is Arabian Sea, where it forms with the estuary with the help of Tapi. The tributaries are Tawa, Banjar rivers, or other rivers like they make a right angle when they join with the main stream, the tributaries. Fine. If we are talking about the length are 1312 kilometers. The flowing directions, if we are talking on the flowing directions, so it moves towards the west in the Rift Valley, which is formed due to the faulting process, and they it crosses the Jabalpur rocks. You have heard about the marble rocks, through a deep gorge, and the Dhauladhar Falls. The drainage basin, it covers are Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat. Basically the drainage basins or the area drained by Narmada is Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat. The second important is Tapi river basin. Students, the origin of Tapi is Satpura ranges in Betul district of Madhya Pradesh. If we are talking about its destination, of course it is Arabian Sea. Earlier I have told you about makes estuary with the Narmada. Length 724 kilometers. Drainage basin Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Maharashtra. The length is 724 kilometers. Students, the coastal plains between the Western Ghats and Arabian Sea are very narrow. Therefore, the coastal rivers are very short. Other rivers are Sabarmati, Mahi, Purjur, etc. The most important, you can say, peninsular river and the longest one is Godavari, the Godavari Basin. Let's we talk on the Godavari Basin. Students, मैं आपको map provide कर दूँगी इसका, and you have to go through with this. Fine. If we are talking about the origin are slopes of Western Ghat in Nasik district of Maharashtra. ये महाराष्ट्र से इसका origin point है. Destination is Bay of Bengal. जैसे मैंने पहले ही कहा कि भारत की दो मुख्य जो नदियां हैं, that is peninsular, जो दक्षिणी, जिसमें कि हम लोग बात करते हैं नर्मदा एंड तापी, वो वेस्ट की तरफ फ्लो करती है और अरेबियन सी उनका फाइनल डेस्टिनेशन है. फाइन चिल्ड्रन. लेकिन रेस्ट ऑफ जो पेनिनसुलर रिवर्स है वो ईस्ट की तरफ मूव कर रही है. तो डेस्टिनेशन है दैट इज़ द बे ऑफ बंगाल. अगर हम लेंथ की बात करें तो 1500 किलोमीटर इज़ द लेंथ. देयरफॉर ड्यू टू इट्स हाई ड्रेन्ड एरिया एंड इट्स ऑफ लेंथ, इट इज़ नोन एज दक्षिण गंगा. मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है कि विच रिवर इज़ नोन एज दक्षिण गंगा. फाइन. The area drained by this river is basically Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh. If we are talking about its tributaries, the Purna, Vardha and Pranita are the important tributaries, but other one are like, which is the largest tributaries of Godavari, like Manjra, Vainganga and Penganga. These are the important tributaries. Manjra, Vainganga and Penganga are the largest tributaries of Godavari. Fine students. Dakshin Ganga known as because of its length and area covered by Godavari. Student, the next is called as the Mahanadi River Basin. Origin is the highlands of Chhattisgarh, very small one. Destination flows through Odisha, drained into Bay of Bengal. Length is 864 kilometers. If we are talking about the drainage basin, Odisha, Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand. Do you know which dam is located on Mahanadi? Yes, Hirakund Dam. Next, Krishna River Basin. Origin, if we are talking about, it rises from the spring near Mahabaleshwar. If we are talking about the length, 1400 kilometer. Destination is Bay of Bengal. The tributaries Tungabhadra, Koyana, Musi, Bhima, etc. Drainage basin Maharashtra, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. The last river basin is the Kaveri River Basin. Origin is Brahmagiri range of Western Ghat. Destination Bay of Bengal. Length is 760 kilometers. Tributaries are Amravati, Bhavani, that is Hemavati and Kabini. Fine students. Drained area is Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Very important southern river system. Kaveri makes second biggest waterfall. That is Jog Fall is the second biggest waterfall in India. Do you know which one is the first? The first biggest water infall in India is Kanchikal, that is in the Shimoga district of Karnataka. Fine. And you may heard about the biggest in the world, the Angel Fall in Venezuela. Children, just tell me, where is Venezuela? Fine. This other smaller rivers are Damodar, Brahmani, that is Bethany, which are moving towards the east. Students, some data are there on the water availability on the earth. Earth, as you all know, known as the blue planet. Fine. 71, why it is called as? Because 71% water is available on the earth and the rest is covered by the landforms, out of which 97 water are salty in nature and the 3% are fresh water. But out of these 3% of fresh water, 1% are only available for the human purpose, or you can say we are taking that 1% for our use, because the rest are in the form of you can say ice. Students, the last topic is economic benefits of river. The rivers are known as the birth of famous human civilization, as for example Indus Valley civilization started from the river Sindhu, or you can say Indus. Egyptian civilization started from Nile, etc. These rivers are very much important for human survival, not for the human survival, but for the flora and fauna, for their survival also, animals and for plants. If we are talking about the economic benefits, so economic benefits correlate with the human beings. Fine. So human utilizes this river for their irrigation. जहाँ पे रिवर या रिवर ड्रेनेज पैटर्न होता है, ड्रेनेज एरिया होता है, वो एरिया एग्रीकल्चर के लिए बहुत अच्छा माना जाता है. इट इज़ व्हाट वी कॉल्ड इट एज द फूड बाउल ऑफ दैट फॉर द कंट्री. इट इज़ ऑल्सो यूज फॉर द electricity generation, navigation. Fine. Inland navigation is there. Moderate, it also moderate the temperature, the climatic conditions also, and these are the homes of water animals. It is also utilizes for the recreation, you can say, for the adventure or the tourism. Fine. Students, if we are saying that this is the end of this chapter, because I have already given you the notes on the lakes and I have explained the lakes. So these are the slides, you can say, the videos of the respective chapter, that is the drainage. Fine. In the next class, I would like to go for the economic, the chapter number 2. Fine. So students, in the meantime, just complete the work of your